Why did God let you love the wrong person first? It's a question almost every broken heart has whispered at some point in life. God, why did you allow me to love someone who wasn't meant to stay? The answer is never simple. Sometimes it takes a broken heart to awaken a deeper purpose. You were never meant to love aimlessly. You were never created to chase connection for the sake of comfort. Yet in His mysterious, patient wisdom, God sometimes allows your heart to attach to someone who wasn't meant to remain. It's not punishment. It's not meant to make you cynical about love. The heartbreak is a preparation, a divine shaping. There are lessons that only pain can teach. There is a kind of revelation that only comes when your heart has been stretched, torn, and forced to heal. That ache, that silent questioning, why did this happen, is not wasted. God never wastes a wound. Heartbreak becomes sacred when it leads you to purpose. When loss opens your eyes to who you are in Him. When you look back at the one you once prayed for, the person you cried over, maybe even begged God to keep, a powerful truth emerges. Sometimes the greatest act of mercy is an unanswered prayer. You saw potential, they saw convenience. You sought covenant, they sought comfort. But God saw a lesson, a divine turning point. He allowed you to love deeply, not to destroy you, but to teach you what love is not, so that you would recognize what love truly is. Deuteronomy 8:2 says, "The Lord led you through the wilderness to humble and test you, to know what was in your heart." That wilderness was not just a place, it was a person, a relationship, a season that stripped you to your soul. In that space you discovered parts of yourself that could not save themselves. This was the beginning of surrender. The heartbreak was never just about them. It was about God shaping you. You had to experience love that was selfish, unstable, and conditional, so you would stop chasing emotional highs and start craving eternal truth. The wrong person exposes your blind spots. They reflect your insecurities, stir your need for validation, and mirror your wounds. You learn that desperation can masquerade as love. But it is not love. It is dependency. It is fear disguised as passion. The enemy knows how to use your loneliness. That is why he sends distractions before God sends the real thing. A counterfeit connection may feel intense, urgent, destined, but it breeds confusion and anxiety. Yet God allows it, not to harm you, but to awaken you. Your heartbreak becomes holy ground. Your tears, testimony. Romans 8:28 reminds us that all things work together for your good, even those painful relationships that shattered your illusions. You cried, "Lord, why did you let me love someone like that?" And heaven whispers back, "Because I needed you to see who you are without me. You loved them more than you trusted me." When the person left, God remained. That was the lesson. Even when the one you cherished walks away, you are not abandoned. Isaiah 43:2 says, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you." You didn't drown. You were delivered. You didn't lose. You learned. God allowed you to love the wrong person so your soul would never again settle for imitation. True love, the love God designs, isn't built on chemistry, timing, or passion. It is built on character, sacrifice, and truth. 1 Corinthians 13 love. Patient, kind, selfless, humble, forgiving. Once you've been through the wrong kind of love, your heart begins to hunger for something deeper. You crave peace over chaos, prayer over pressure, partnership over performance. A right love doesn't just attract you, it anchors you. It doesn't merely excite you, it edifies you. It doesn't just make you feel wanted, it helps you walk in purpose. This love always begins with God because He often becomes most real after your heart has been broken. He allows your heart to break so He can enter it fully. He allows disappointment so you stop idolizing connection and start craving covenant. You stop asking, "Do they love me?" and begin asking, "Do they love God?" Sometimes we don't realize what it means to be unequally yoked until we feel the pain of being with the wrong person. Even then, God in His mercy lets the wrong person leave not to break you, but to bless you. He prepares you to enter love healed, not hungry. A hungry heart settles. A healed heart sees clearly. The love you gave the wrong person was not wasted. It revealed your capacity for depth, your desire for something eternal, and your readiness for God's refinement. Next time you ask, "Why did you let me love someone who couldn't stay?" remember this. God allowed heartbreak so your heart won't bow to anything less than Him. This isn't punishment. It's protection. It's preparation. One day the right person will come. They won't pull you away from God. They will push you closer to Him. They will remind you of your worth through His presence. They want to just fall in love with how you look. They will fall in love with how you pray. The right love confirms God's presence. When it comes, you will understand why God allowed your heart to be broken first. He wasn't trying to destroy you. He was preparing you for a love that mirrors His own. So don't curse heartbreak. Don't despise the lesson. One day you'll see it was not rejection, but redirection, not loss, but love in disguise. Not the end, but the beginning of wholeness. Take a moment to breathe and thank God, not just for what He gave, but for what He took away. His no may be the start of your healing. The wrong person didn't ruin your story, they redirected it. Every tear, every unanswered prayer, every painful moment has been guiding you back to the one who never leaves. Don't rush the next chapter. Let God rebuild your heart. When His timing arrives, it will all make sense. Every heartbreak, every delay, every lesson will converge. And when the right love finally comes, you will recognize it not for perfection, but for the peace it carries.